Not your fault.
You're right. It's not my fault. It's your fault!
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
And then I watch your face, put my finger on your tongue, you levitate, yeah. These hearts adore everyone the other beats hard for. Inside the
Me and the girls went out last night. So much fun. Fun? What'd you guys do? Just went out to the bar, let loose a little bit. I even met this guy. He was so hot. Aren't you dating someone? Yeah, but I didn't do anything with the guy. We just chatted for a while. Yeah, but why? I don't know. He was interesting and funny. Plus, he was married anyway. The two of you cheated. What? Yeah, you're dating someone, he's married, and the two of you had an interesting and funny conversation while drinking at the bar? Memorable enough that he was the first thing you mentioned after your night out with the girls? I don't know what you're getting at. I'm getting at the fact that if you heard the exact same story come out of your boyfriend's mouth, you would feel completely disrespected and possibly betrayed. If you're in a relationship, why are you even subjecting yourself to a drunken conversation with the man you're attracted to? And why is he clearly hitting on you while away from his wife? Girl, you are such a prude. Cheating is when you actually do it with the person. Oh, you mean something like flirting with them? Cheating isn't just about physical intimacy. It's about emotional intimacy too. So if you're going to engage in something that you know your partner will be uncomfortable with, guess what? That's cheating.
Flirting leads to cheating because there's intent behind it. In law, someone can be convicted of trying to do a crime but not actually achieving it, like attempted murder, and all that has to be proven, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is intent, like the person planning out a time and a place to delete another person. When it comes to relationships, it's the same thing. If she's in a relationship and flirts with another man or other men, she's guilty of attempted cheating, which should be treated like cheating, because eventually she will cheat. And that's what today's article is about, which is a post on Reddit. The title of the post is, I, 21 female, cheated on my boyfriend, 23 male, with a man, 21 male, while he was on a work trip. I confessed and he was pissed and gave me money to find a new place to live. And that's why traveling professionals aren't great for a relationship, because it's anti-relationship. When two people are physically apart through distance, they're not in a relationship because they lack the physical touch or intimacy. So one of them will look for that intimacy somewhere else. If you're traveling for work a lot, don't be in a relationship. Save yourself the hassle. So before we go on with the video, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Fort Rock, who shared, D&D Druid shows up in the West. He turns into a bear and gets swarmed by post-wall women, obese women, single moms, and purple-haired women. Immediately changes his class to monk. I don't know if you're referring to Dungeons & Dragons or the video game Dark and Darker, but I tried out Dark and Darker and it's actually really fun. So thanks for sharing that comment. So please, don't forget to reach out to my email to claim your $5. As always, guys, I'll be picking one comment from each video. Could be the funniest, or the most liked, or just one that stuck out to me. So don't forget to leave a comment, and you could be our very next winner. Be sure to hit the like and sub button too, as that helps out a ton. So now let's get right back into the video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't.
Long distance relationships do not work. You're in a completely different state, have no clue what the other person is doing. Yeah, they can text you, yeah, they can call you, yes, they can FaceTime you, but you truly have no idea what that person is doing. And as humans, we have needs. We have physical needs that we need from our partner. So what happens whenever you're separated by hundreds of miles, or even in some cases, an hour or a few hours? That's right, most people will exercise their options and cheat.
I have been with my boyfriend, 23 male, for a year. I'll call him Joey, and I love him so much, which is why I feel terrible about this. I made a huge mistake doing what I did, and I just want him to forgive me because he is the one that I truly love. My boyfriend's work trip is supposed to last an entire month, which means I have to go an entire month without physically seeing my boyfriend. Point taken. This is why the military has the highest divorce rate at 75 to 80%, I think, because the married men go overseas for several months, if not half a year, and their wife is just at home, usually on or near a military surrounded by men in their physical peak shape full of testosterone. So if she really loved him like she claimed she did, she would have tried to go with him, but she doesn't love him like she claims because she cheated on him.
Dog, because I put my all into this, dog. All the stuff I done did for this girl, for my family. I can't believe I sacrificed everything I did for her, man. Every freaking thing I did, man. I'm good, man.
Really, man? Really? That's how you feel?
What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing there? I just got back and this what you doing, man?
You're not even supposed to be here. Like, you're supposed to be in Afghanistan.
Right.
But we got this camera and shit.
Man, I'm not worried about all that, man. I'm not even concerned with all that. So you a single mom? Are you a single mom?
Yeah, I'm a single mom. How long have you been gone? You didn't even tell me you was back. Like, what is this? What really is this?
Man, it's real. I understand, man. It's real. Fucking real, man.
2 days after he left, I went out with 2 of my friends and I met a guy, 21 male, I'll name him Ryan. Not even a week goes by and this bedwench is flirting with other men. The fact that she did it so quick makes me believe this is business as usual, because I'm assuming Joey traveling for his job is something that happens more frequently, especially if he's gone for a month. And girls' night out, aka 304 night out, once again, proves why women in relationships shouldn't do it, because it's almost impossible not to meet single guys.
Girls cheat. Girls trips, for example, prime one. I can't tell you how many times a girl has cheated on her girls trip with me. Miami, you guys see I'm going to Miami a lot. These girls go on girls trip in Miami and they cheat. I don't care what you say, I don't care what your girl tells you. Quick story time, I was in Miami. This girl cheated on her boyfriend with me. I came back, I saw her Instagram, found it, and she was posting pictures with her boyfriend, and then she ended up blocking me because she didn't want me to see that. The point is, I've learned that girls are definitely cheaters and they're opportunists under certain circumstances, and especially with the right guy. And I just so happen to be that right guy a lot of times. So keep that in mind, take that information however you want. But if your girl's going to Miami and I'm there, chances are you might want to reschedule the trip.
I should have known better from the start that he was just a douchebag, but at first when I met him, I thought he was very nice to me, and he just seemed like a good guy with a big heart and we got along so well. I told him I have a boyfriend, but he did not care. Ryan sounds like a smooth-talking player, and of course, despite him being a douchebag, she categorized him with traits that are the opposite of what a D-bag is. These females always complain about the D-bags, yet somehow these men always get their attention. Plus, these men have masculine qualities, and they're not afraid to piss women off, especially the hot ones who have men fawning all over them. When a guy doesn't, they automatically get their interest piqued and wonder why. This is something that if you do, you'll have a better response from women, especially modern women who are numb to traditional romance.
Women love bad boys, but why? I mean, you're standing there ready to give her whatever she wants. Yet, she goes and chooses that douchebag over you. This is because women don't want that. They don't want a guy who is ready to give them everything. They want a guy who prioritizes what he wants over what she wants, and is not afraid of telling women no. And surprise, surprise, bad boys are notorious for that. And the good thing is, you don't have to become a bad boy. You just have to learn to say no. Follow for more.
Ryan and I continued to talk with one another, and we just have our special inner thing with each other. I knew what I was doing was horrible, and I felt terrible about it, but it was so hard without my boyfriend being here, and I just needed attention from other guys at the moment. She supposedly loves her boyfriend, but she longs for attention of other guys? Yeah, if she really loved Joey, she'd be longing for Joey. Make it make sense. Continuing. However, things started to go south between us when one night we were out together and he starts to flirt and even kiss other women in my face. I talked to him about it and he tells me that I'm being insecure and jealous, he's only trying to have fun. Ryan and I agreed to let this pass and forget about it now that we understand each other more. So the D-bag uses pre-selection to make himself even more appealing to her. And why is she mad who Ryan kisses if she supposedly has a boyfriend?
Women want to be with guys that women have already selected. Yeah. And, they also want guys that men admire. You ask anybody that does public speaking, and if they bring their wife or their girlfriend along and they stand up on a stage and they deliver their speech, 45 minutes, 90 minutes, whatever happens to be, and they get down off the stage, these wives, girlfriends, whoever they happen to be, they throw themselves at their guy because they've now just talked to a large room of whole bunch of people who now stand up, given standing ovation. Yeah. They get the big welcome, the handshake, the spotlights on them. They love that. Being influential and having pre-selection is important if you want to do well in life. And that's not just with women, but if you want to do well in life in general.
Ryan and I have been talking for 2.5 weeks now, and this was when I finally realized Ryan is nothing but a stereotypical douchebag you see in high school films. He's a D-bag, yet she's still with him like flies on shit. Funny how that works. Continuing. When I was hanging out with Ryan and all of his boys and I thought we were having a good time, stop right there. Translation, she probably slept with Ryan. Ryan's boys knows what's up because Ryan tells them everything. This is what guys do when they're hanging out. It's called locker room talk. They tell each other hookup stories and talk shit. So I'm pretty sure she already cheated before she quote-unquote confessed to cheating. This is standard for modern women. They lie by omission, meaning it's not the whole truth, just part of it to make them look as good as possible. Continuing with the article. But one of his friends reached out to me the next day on Instagram and told me Ryan already has a girlfriend and that he confessed to all of them that he thinks I'm lame and he's over me. He then says it's best I don't waste any more time with him. I agreed and thanked him for letting me know. And of course, Ryan has a girlfriend. He's definitely a top 10% physically attractive male, and because most modern women demand that type of guy, of course they're going to be sharing him knowingly or unknowingly. D-bags and players wouldn't be able to sleep around if these thoughts had higher standards than 6 feet tall, athletic, and a player vibe.
Our age are more likely to be in relationships than men, which makes you think, who is everybody dating at the end of the day? If the women aren't dating the men, then...
What crosses my mind is I think there's perhaps 2 explanations. One, women in that age group are dating older men, 30 to 40. But I think the bigger thing is that women are maybe think they're in a relationship or are in a relationship and they're sharing higher quality guys. So, and there's this concept called hypergamy. Women are all chasing after the top tier of men. So a lot of women are happier sharing a top tier guy than settling for a guy that's actually on their level.
After I got all the bad news, I started crying because I felt so hurt and played by Ryan. Yes, I know I am not free of any guilt, and I'm just as in the wrong as he is, but I still thought we had something and Ryan really did hurt me to the point of me crying. She definitely slept with the D-bag, otherwise she wouldn't be so emotionally attached to him in my opinion. Once I was able to get over my emotions, I decided I had to do what was right and give my real and lovable boyfriend a call and confess everything, and just hope for the best. I would call him every day while I was gone, but I never told him about Ryan. He's not her real boyfriend. He's a placeholder for Ryan. And if he was her real boyfriend, she wouldn't be entertaining other men. And that's the thing with modern women. They'll break rules for these top men.
That's why hookup culture is bullshit. There's no such thing as hookup culture. There's hookup culture for women. There's hookup culture for women and top tier guys. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, this is going on. And so I'll tell you the thing that gets women love to pile on when it comes to hookup culture, the hookup culture. The only people they're hooking up with are guys who are like the top tier guys.
My boyfriend picked up and said hello, and I confessed everything to Joey, and when I finished, we were silent, and I could hear Joey tearing up. I told him not to cry and that I'm done with him, and he replies saying that's the only reason I've decided to suddenly be honest after 2.5 weeks. There was some truth in that because I always felt bad about it, and I was begging him to forgive me, and I told him about how with him gone I felt lonely and needed attention from another guy. He called that a lame excuse. I tried my hardest to apologize and win him back, but nothing worked. He then finally hung up the phone when I asked him if he loved me, and I knew what the clear answer was after that. You know what? I'm pretty sure she slept with Ryan or she was going to sleep with him. This confessing was a test to see if she can get away with flirting with other men, which leads to cheating. And that's what you have to assume and move on, because if you take her back, you're rewarding her bad behavior and saying infidelity is okay with you.
If a woman ever cheats on you, never take her back. A woman cheats on you and the first thing you think to do is to try to work out with her. You just prove to her that she can do it again. People need to suffer consequences. When people disrespect you, when people go and step out on you, you need to let them know that they won't have the same place in your life. Yes, she might beg and plead and say, I'm sorry, and we should work it out, and that people make mistakes, but I guarantee you, it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but she's going to do it again. So if she cheats on you, that's it. It's over. Move on. She needs to move on. That's the end of things.
He called me the next day and I was hoping this would be him forgiving, but what he told me is that he will be sending me money to search for a new place to live and has until he gets back from his trip to be out of the house, and I better not be there when he's back, and he hung up. And I just started crying after that because I've lost my boyfriend for good and I don't know how to make up for it. Good move, but don't even send her the money. Throw her in the streets. Let her stay with the D-bag Ryan. Maybe Joey did it to get her out of the house since he's not there personally to throw out her stuff. Cheating is never okay, and it's an automatic deal breaker. No ifs, ands, or buts. But it just goes to show how successful Joey is. He at a drop of a hat is willing to pay a BITCH first month's rent. My boyfriend will be back in about a week. Finding a place isn't easy, so for now I just plan to stay with either my parents or brother before I find a place. But I still want to try and make things right with him and win him back. We didn't talk in person face to face, so he didn't see how apologetic and sad I was about my actions. He doesn't know how much I regret ever speaking to that jerk Ryan or how much I cried because of how much I love him. That's a hard lesson she needs to learn. There are consequences for her actions. It seemed like she tried to monkey branch swing to Ryan, but couldn't because he had a girlfriend. So, had things been different and Ryan didn't have a girlfriend, she'd probably leave her boyfriend ASAP and not feel sorry for cheating on him. It would be her romantic journey into Ryan's arms. And she only has the waterworks now because of the consequences, not because she quote-unquote loved her boyfriend.
You guys already know from watching this podcast that women are allergic to accountability. Most women are allergic to the word accountability, especially when they deal with men. So, knowing this shit, right, that we live in a world that rarely holds women's feet to the fire or rarely holds them, consequences to them for infidelity, whatever, you guys need to be extremely selective on which girls you wife up. Yep. What I am saying is, I need you guys to value yourself and put these women through the ringer for a relationship, bro, because most of these girls are not fucking worth it. If she wants to rise up to the level of your serious girlfriend or even your wife with the kind of consequences that come from divorce court, she's really got to work for it, bro.
I know I'm going to be eaten alive here, which is why I made a throwaway to post this, but please know that I'm aware of the mistakes I've made and I deserve everything. But I really do love that man and feel awful, but I feel like there is still some hope between the two of us should I try to reach out to him again. Joey hasn't blocked my number, so I can still contact him if I wanted to, but I haven't out of respect, but I think I should try calling him one last time to clear and patch things up. What do you think? I think she did the right thing to tell Joey, but now she has to face the consequences of her actions. She burnt the bridge to the ground, and he deserves someone better, because already at 23, he has a career where he travels, which is quite respectable. I hope Joey goes MGTOW and becomes a passport bro when he wants to start a family. And it's just sad that even at the age of 21, that female isn't loyal already. Women are getting worse and worse by the year, and this just proves it why women in the West aren't relationship qualified or worthy.
Name one benefit that a man gets from marriage that he wouldn't get in a regular relationship. Just one.
Well, I think, as a woman, if you're...
I'm asking you as a man, since you're, attacking men for being Peter Pan.
I think a lot of men who choose to get married are incentivized by the fact that they are able to claim that woman as theirs. And
But name one benefit that they would get in a marriage that they wouldn't get in a regular relationship.
Well, I think even though it's not 100%, there's peace of mind that that woman is going to be loyal to you.
The answer is there's none. You're dancing around it. There is none. So my thing is this. I think it's in a man's best interest to stay Peter Pan, as you would say. And I think women shame men because men gain their value in their 40s. Men understand the sexual marketplace better. They understand that women have no leverage in their 40s. And they date down and they get younger, more attractive girls. And that's the best way to go in today's day and age, where we live in a deregulated sexual marketplace where women could take everything they got, take their kids, etc. Why the hell would a guy want to commit to women nowadays when, honestly, we got wholeflation?
There's obviously more incentive for women to get married than men, obviously.
Way more.
But what I'm suggesting is there's also benefits to men getting married. And I think...
Name one.
I just told you. I think
that he wouldn't get outside of a regular relationship.
I just told you, the women, knowing that your woman is perhaps going to be more loyal to you when she's your wife versus your girlfriend.
She should be displaying that anyway.
Well, I think
so a title changes her loyalty.
Name one benefit.
Let's read the comments. So top comment says, "Leave Joey alone. You have the maturity of a toddler. He deserves better." Joey needs to stop providing relationship benefits until a female has earned it, and she only wants Joey back so she doesn't have to live with her parents. That's all. Another comment. You didn't love Joey. You don't do something like that to someone you love. What you love is male attention. As soon as your boyfriend was gone, you went looking for it somewhere else. It wasn't a mistake. You knew exactly what you were doing. I've known you my whole life, just by many different names and faces. If you have a shred of decency, leave Joey alone. You already broke his heart. You've done enough. Let him move on and heal. And that's why I say modern women are addicted to DNA. Dick and attention. Both are like crack to them. She's feral. She's addicted to the honeymoon phase, which means every new guy excites her more than her current relationship, which forever she belongs to the streets. 2 days. You lasted 2 days before you started a relationship with someone else. Leave Joey alone and work on why you're a cheat. There's no point in having a relationship with her because there's nothing to build with someone who isn't loyal. Would you be acting so apologetic, indignated, and remorseful if Ryan wanted to pursue something with you? Because honestly, reading this post, it seems that you only got mad and regretted your actions after you realized he played you because it seemed that you were 100% in it. Exactly what I said. The hypergamy plan has failed. That's why she's sad. The good news is that more guys got red-pilled from this post and will go MGTOW.
As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn.
What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.